Children of narcissistic parents, what was your final straw moment? I gave birth to my daughter yesterday, and my mother tried to have her taken away from me. I was 26 hours into labor, exhausted, in pain. My husband Alan hadn't left my side, holding my hand through every contraction. I was at 9 cm, so close to meeting our baby. The nurse Sienna was checking my vitals when the door slammed open. My mother burst in, her face twisted with this rage I've seen my whole life, but never during something like this. Before anyone could react, she started screaming that I didn't deserve to be a mother, that I was always broken, that I would ruin this child just like I ruined everything else. Alan jumped up. The doctor looked stunned. I was literally mid-contraction and couldn't even speak. My mother pushed past Sienna and got right in my face, telling me I was too selfish to be a mom, that I couldn't even take care of myself, all while I'm trying to push a human out of my body. Then she turned to Sienna and started telling her I was mentally unstable, that I had all these psychiatric issues, that they needed to call social services immediately because my baby wasn't safe with me. She kept saying they were legally obligated to report me as an unfit mother. Alan tried to get her out, but she fought him, kept listing all these made-up mental health problems I supposedly had, claimed I was on medications that would harm the baby. I'm not on any medications. Said I had threatened to hurt myself during pregnancy. Complete lie. Security finally came and removed her. My blood pressure spiked so high they were concerned about me and the baby. It took another hour before my daughter Claire was born. What should have been the happiest moment of my life was overshadowed by panic and fear. While I was being stitched up, Alan told me my mother was in the parking lot causing a scene. He officially banned her from visiting, told the nurses and security not to let her in under any circumstances. I couldn't stop shaking. Couldn't fully enjoy those first hours with my newborn. Kept looking at the door expecting her to burst through again. Sienna came in later and gently asked about my mother's claims. I broke down crying, told her my mother has diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder, has always been controlling and emotionally abusive, has been escalating since I got pregnant because she can't stand that I'll be getting attention instead of her. My sister called crying, said mom was going to every family member claiming I had a psychotic break during delivery and the hospital was covering it up, how I was a danger to my baby, how Alan had threatened her when all she tried to do was protect her grandbaby. My aunt texted that my mother was talking about hiring a lawyer to get partial custody because of my documented mental illness history. I don't have a documented mental illness history. I've been in therapy, yes, but to deal with the trauma of my mother. This morning a hospital social worker came to talk to me. Someone had called them with concerns about my fitness as a mother. They were very professional, but I could tell they were evaluating everything, watching how I held Claire, asking questions about our support system, about my mental health history. The social worker left satisfied that everything was fine. My mother had actually tried to get my newborn baby taken away because I wouldn't let her control my life anymore. I sat in my hospital bed holding Claire while she slept, crying silently. Alan held my hand and told me we needed to think about getting a restraining order, that my mother's behavior had crossed every line, and we needed to protect our family legally. An hour ago, my cousin Kenny called. He was upset, asked if I was okay. I was confused until he told me what happened. My mother had shown up at his house hysterical, telling him she had proof I was abusing Claire. When he asked to see this proof, she showed him photos of my baby with normal newborn rashes. Photos she had somehow taken from my private hospital room when no one was looking and edited to look worse. Kenny told her she was out of line. She screamed at him that he was choosing me over family, that she was the only one who cared about Claire's safety. He kicked her out and called to warn me. This woman has spent my entire life making me feel worthless. Ruined my wedding by wearing white and announcing her own fake engagement. Tried to take over my baby shower. Criticized every decision I ever made. Told me my entire pregnancy that I would be a terrible mother because I was selfish and broken. And now she's actively trying to get my child taken away from me. I looked at Alan and said I was done. Completely done. No more chances. No more benefit of the doubt. No more. But she's still my mother. He held me while I finally mourned the mother I never had and accepted the mother I do have. A dangerous, manipulative narcissist who sees me not as a daughter, but as property. We called a lawyer from my hospital bed. We're getting a restraining order as soon as I'm discharged tomorrow. Blocking her on everything. Telling family members they can either respect our boundaries or not be part of Claire's life.